up? What's up, everyone? I am getting ready to head to the gym, but I knew the girls were going to be upset. I know they're going to have a lot to say. What's up, Catherine? But can I tell you, I'm not moved, and I don't care what you say. I'm holding to it. I keep emotions out of it. That man is going to have his due process and his day in court, and I may believe that he's guilty myself, but I'm waiting for due process. And I don't care what you say. Now it's, oh, he's always making this a gay issue. No, because I said this happens in all groups. You all, I know y'all don't like me, but don't lie. And I'm sorry that y'all upset. And no one ever shamed the victim. Did you all hear me call the victim a name? Did you all hear me say that the victim was a bad person or you never heard me say that. I did say that they're going to ask if there's a lawyer victim's question that may be uncomfortable. I think y'all did hear me say that, but I don't care how y'all feel. I don't care if you don't like it. And no, I am not supporting you, Seth. I am supporting the due process. You all are not lawyers and so on and so forth. And this is the main reason why we have due process in our court system because of stupid stuff like this. Stuff that, we will already prosecute and do the execution if it is, we'll do it because that's what we do. But that don't mean it's right. And I don't care what you say. At the end of the day, I am going to let the courts decide. Due process is a must because these people are acting like vigilantes. They are acting like pure vigilantes. And you can't do that. Everybody has a right to due process. I don't care if you know they're guilty of sin. They have a right to due process. So how is me saying that the man has a right to due process supporting him? The victim has a right to due process. I feel the same way. I feel the same way about Trump and those victims. I feel the same friggin' way. I feel the same way. So I'm just looking at these people and listening to them and people being so fake. Nobody ain't being fake just because they ain't going along with y'all and y'all emotions. I don't give a damn about your emotions. I don't give a damn about your emotions. If your son or daughter were in a situation, it is what it is. And can I say this? Baby, it ain't against the law to go on an app. It ain't against the law to go on an app. I don't know why you all don't get that. You don't shame me. I'm 55 years old. We'll be 56. Ain't a hoe here can shame me. I'm 56. I don't give a damn about what y'all say, but that's not against the law. Now, I don't care how grimy or whatever you think about that. It's not against the law. But to lie and to perjure yourself may be against the law. So, again, let's say if Yusef is guilty, they're going to find all of that stuff in discovery. They're gonna find all of that stuff with investigation, and all of that will be presented at his hearing, at his trial rather. And see, I'm more interested in the trial. I'm more interested in the trial. I'm supporting Yusef, but I'm telling y'all, if Yusef go to jail, he deserves to go to jail. If Yusef did what he is alleged to have done, he needs to go to jail. I don't understand what the big deal is about. But nobody ain't victim shaming because they bring out the obvious. Now, all has not been revealed. And let me say this to y'all people, y'all need to find somebody else who kowtow and bow down to y'all. I'm not the one. I'm holding firm and don't give a damn what you say. And the only reason I came back, because baby, we all gonna make a coin. We all gonna make a coin. All of us gonna make a coin. Oh, he's gay. He's gay. And he's doing it to gay. Baby, I don't care if the man was gay, straight. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. You all are trying to make that. That's the angle you're trying to come at. Calling the man a PDF file, and anybody who don't go along with what y'all think, y'all want to call them that too. Oh, we know you're slant, but you can't shut me up. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I don't have no managers on my post, and I'm gonna say what I want to say, whether you agree with it or not. And yeah, I'm holding firm to it. I am holding firm. That's it. Due process. Touch your neighbor again and say due process. Because all of this junk y'all talking about, I don't give five yags about. I don't care. It's due process. The victim was a boy, allegedly. So anyway, but I feel the same way about those victims with the Trump. And again, notice that these men of power were preying upon these women who had difficult lives and who didn't have no money because they don't have a voice. And that's what really got me. And Trump even said that he liked somebody, because I heard it on the Midas Touch. I think I heard it on Midas Touch, where he was saying that he liked this person because the ones who have troubled homes or come from troubled backgrounds always have the best sex. I'm like, ooh. And that's coming from our president. It's alleged, but that's what was said. Alleged. Alleged. So I don't care who you are. Not a gay thing. It's a power thing. So again, I know people get upset, but I'm on, baby. I'm gonna make my money. And is it mad? Y'all can get mad because I'm making my money. Get mad. Don't care. Don't care at all. Due process. Due process. Oh, Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson. Due process. Due process. But due process. Due process. That's what you're gonna get out of me. Because again, everybody has a right to due process, whether you like it or not, or you think it should happen or not. Oh well, that's that. Well, hey, we happen to be born in the United States, and that's the rules and the laws of you know what we're about. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. I love it because y'all more pressed. Baby, let me tell you something. I'm going right to the gym. I'm gonna put my commercials in and keep on working out. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a USEF issue with that person. I'm gonna watch and see what happens. There's no proof the kid was on the app. Okay. Well, whether or not it's the kid was on the app or not, Blazers, it's still due process. So say if the kid wasn't on the app, and let's hypothetically say that Youssef was on Facebook, still due process, and still if he did that, he needs to go to jail. So what's the big deal, Blaze? Just Blaze, and what's the big deal? Whether it's the app or not, if he did something wrong, he needs to go to jail. But the man still have due process. So what's the big whoop again? I'm just trying to figure out because either way, nobody ever said that he shouldn't go to jail. And nobody ever said anything bad about the victim. But I don't care if y'all saw him slap somebody, he still got due process. Tommy got due process. We saw what happened in that film, but Tommy got due process. And we saw it. But he still has a right to his attorney and to represent himself in court. Due process. You're right. Ignorance is not a defense, but due process. But everybody has a right to be heard. Everybody has their day in court. I mean, I know y'all don't like Yusef and may not like me, but that's not the point here. The point is the man still has a right to due process. I mean, due process, and I'm gonna hit you that with. I'm gonna always hit you with that because everybody has a right to due process. If somebody falsely accuses you, you have a right to defend yourself in court. You have your day in court. So, I mean, you all can say, well, it was this, or it was that. Okay. And if it was that, then there is a strong chance that he will be convicted. So again, we're going to be argumentative because no one ever said or excused him, and nobody ever said he was going to get off. You didn't hear me say that. You've heard me say that if he broke the law, that he needs to go to jail. So that's what you heard me say. And you also heard me say that everything that we don't know about or we think we know about, they will know in court. And the court is going to decide. Is that not right? Or are we saying that our emotions is going to decide? Because everybody has a right to due process. Okay. No, they didn't. They sure did not. Nobody ain't placed the blame on anybody. We are working in hypotheticals, but what exonerates that is everybody's gonna have their day in court. And let me tell you something. You can be mad, sad, glad, pissed off. I don't care. This is the show. I'm gonna put my commercials in, and we're gonna keep right on chucking along because you all love this, and I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to baby. I'll come on with you, Steph, until the court case is over with. I'm not bothered to move by how y'all feel. The man may be found guilty. And if he's found guilty, hooray for the courts. And I'm not desensitized, but again, we don't live in a country where vigilantes can just do anything. We see what happens when there's no due process, what happened with January 6th, and when the president pardons people. We see that in a lot of cases. This is why we have courts. Now, if you don't understand that, go and get into a civics class and learn about how the courts work. But you ain't changing my mind about nothing. It really ain't nothing to change your mind about because all I'm telling you all is the man got due process and the child's gonna have due process too. Everybody gonna have their due process. And guess what? The courts are gonna decide. And my thing is, where do you stand? So if you stand with the victim, then the courts probably will come down on that side. If you stand with yourself, I don't stand with nobody. I stand with, I want to see what happens in the court of law. That's where I stand. So get mad, get glad. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm making my money today, and if you don't like that, I'm here. I'm here about that. Stop putting your business out here. Okay, Yusef came out, and I'm like, okay, we gonna talk about it. Desensitized, whatever. You can use all of the buzzwords you want. I'm not moved. That's the whole problem. You all are emotional and you're not thinking rationally, and that's why we get caught up in stuff. I mean, but y'all do what you want. Look, I ain't mad at you. Girl, call me what you want, but my mind ain't changing. I'm gonna say exactly what I want to say. And you can like it or not. I ain't moved. Not one iota. Not one bit. Oh, Jay Wilson, you so sensitized, you know. Okay, okay, whatever. Y'all blase. I'm nasty. You're such a nasty, vile person lately, child. Okay, whatever. But my mind hasn't changed, and I don't care what you all say because I'm not moved because of you all. I don't deal with that group thing. The bottom line is you can stand with whoever you want to stand with. All I'm saying is I'm waiting for the court. And you all are mad because I said I'm going to see what happened in court. You didn't hear me once say I stand with you, Seth. You didn't hear me once say I stand with anything. I am going to be really looking at what happens in the court because y'all don't see everything and you don't know everything. And I'm excited to see what happens because if he is wrong, he's going to go to jail. But if he's not, what if he throws something in there and the judge says, okay, and case dismissed? What you going to do? What you going to do? I'm not nasty and vile because I'm not emotionally into this and I'm looking at this from an objective point of view and looking at to see what the law is going to do. No, nobody is, nobody's, yeah. So it is what it is. Well, y'all right into it. Baby, let me say this, Dre Day. Baby, I'm not, look, I'm letting these people talk. I'm getting ready to go and do my workout. I'm not pressed because I'm saying due process. I'm with the accused. No, I'm with the law. I'm with the law. Now, if Yusef is being found guilty and they get all of this information, then he needs to go to jail. Baby, I get nasty and defensive because y'all like it. Y'all like it. Ooh, Jay, I love it when you cuss. Ooh, Jay, but now all of a sudden y'all don't. Let me say this. This is why I am not emotionally attached to people. This is why I can come do my show and put my commercials in and walk right away. That's why I can do it. You don't hear me cussing at y'all and calling y'all this because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Girl, they want me to get him. They want me to go to Yusuf's house and pop him right in the jaw. And then who goes to jail? I go to jail. But it's what it is. And the law can't be ignorant. I'm not saying it's perfect, but vigilantism is not either. Because of vigilantism, a lot of our people were swinging from trees because they was accused of things that they did not do. So that's why I'm very yeah yeah. It's a lot of things, and the law ain't been perfect. But in this situation, we gonna see how it works. We gonna see how it works. And we can sit up here and say what he did or what he didn't do and everything, baby. It's gonna be all poured out in that courtroom. And you can say whatever you want about me. At not one point in time did I say I supported Yusef. Not one time did I say I supported Yusef. That's what you all said because I didn't go along with what you all wanted me to go along with. Not one time. Not one time. Baby, I can't rewrite the Bible. I don't have that kind of, no, I can't rewrite the Bible. But I just don't look at it like you do. Well, first of all, you said disgusting. But let me say this. I've never messed with any of my students. And you get fired because of that. However, if the student is no longer in your class and they no longer take your classes, you can date a student that's 18. Would I do that? No. But it's allowable. So again, you bring that up. And since I was an academic, yeah. So if one of my professors did that, I may not like it, but I can't fire him. You know why I can't fire him or her? Because it would be against the law and they could sue me. Now, if they were dating a student in their class that was 18, then I could fire them because it's improper and it could lead to something that's about giving out grades or all of that stuff. But 2 years out and they're no longer taking any classes, if that professor dated that 18-year-old student, I can't do nothing about it, whether I like it or not. That's the law. So since you brought up the academic stuff, I got you covered on that too. Now, did I say I like it? No, I didn't. But did I say I can't do nothing about it because it's the law? Okay. And if you don't like what I'm saying, go vote. Go vote. There's a midterm coming up. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Rose, I'm not thinking like you. And because I'm not thinking like you have an issue. And that's why I'm Jay Wilson. Because I don't give a damn how you think. And I don't give a damn who you think you are. My thing is the law is the law. And I can't think with emotion. Because as an academic dean, if I fire someone for dating someone who's 18, but they have no contact with them, they're not in their classes, I can get a lawsuit because that's not the law. However, in the university guideline, if that person is in your class, then I can terminate you. And again, I may not agree with it, but that's the law. Hello, it's the law. No, I think like the law. I think like the law. Again, I know y'all don't like me. Hoes, I don't care. All I'm telling you all is I've been in situations where somebody was dating somebody younger. They were not in that person's class. They wanted. So guess what? As much as I didn't like it, it wasn't against the law. And I didn't like it, but it's the law. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Because I know y'all want people to be predators, but I'm not. I don't have a record. I don't mess with people. I have somebody. And even when I was single, I didn't have to resort to young people. I don't. I want y'all to go and clean up these churches. I want y'all to go clean up these deacons sleeping with these young girls. And just like all of this stuff, because again, it's not sexuality. It happens in every place. That's what I'm trying to let y'all know. But I'm not moved. Baby, I came here to make some money. I'm going to put them commercials right on in here. Right on in here. Oh, my students were very successful. Very successful. They weren't poor. They were richer for it. Again, go find somebody who don't have self-esteem. I'm sorry. I don't think like you. Don't care about it. I'm not into y'all group think. Don't give a damn. This is why this is America, and this is why I'm glad I stand on my own and can think on my own and not be persuaded by these emotional comments. You didn't hear me once call out the victim. You never heard me demean the victim. But if you don't think the victim is not going to be cross-examined and asked questions, then you're the one who's naive. But you don't have to like me. Go ahead and unsubscribe too. I don't care either. This might be the reason why I leave. This might be. So go ahead and do what you got to do. If you think you need to counsel me, go ahead and counsel me. I don't care. I have a career. I have a career. But like I said, if he's gonna go to jail, he's gonna go to jail. And whatever the court has on him, they're going to bring up. But I'm waiting for the court. And I'm holding and reserving the judgment on Yusef and the victim. I don't care about what y'all think. And you do okay, whatever. Call the names, baby. Do name call and say whatever you want to. Nothing ain't changing. Nothing ain't changing. I don't give a damn about these content creators and what they got to say. I don't know them hoes. They don't pay my mortgage. I don't sleep with them. And half of them can't even keep a house clean. Half of them, child up, mold all over the place. If mold ain't all over the place, stuff all over the place, baby, child, bye. And again, I'm not trying to diminish people's trauma, but your trauma is not going to be based on what the judge is going to say because it's going to be based on the evidence. Looking pretty good for the victim, then that's a victory for the victim. I'm just saying. So feel the way you want to feel, boo. Rose, didn't you lie on somebody? Don't you be lying, talking about somebody done knock it? Don't you be doing plays and stuff, Rose? Because a lot of people could think that's morally wrong, that you ain't telling the truth.
Was you really sick in the hospital? I mean, I'm just asking because people could think that you morally bankrupt because you keep on coming over here, Rose. I'm just wondering, girl. This is why I don't let y'all talk to me, baby. Y'all gonna do y'all thing, baby. I'm still doing my thing. I'm gonna hit hit this gym, get this little body snatched, and I'm gonna let y'all keep on fooling with it. And as long as y'all mad and pissed off, I'm gonna come on. I love it. I love it. I love it. And right now, it ain't even about you, Seth, and it ain't even about the victim. Now it's about y'all emotions. It's about y'all feeling some kind of way. Okay, I'm Jay Burrell. Can't you tell? Okay, y'all got something else to say? Come on, keep on. Uh huh. Yeah, the law is many things, but it's consistent and it's still here. You ain't getting rid of it. And if your son do something or your daughter do something, they'll go to jail too, won't they? Mm-hmm. That's right, Ozempic face. You can say whatever you want. I'm not bothered by it. It seems like you mad. I don't have to resort to name calling. I just keep on coming on. And it's not Ozempic face, it's trizepatide face. If you're gonna do the medicine, do the right one. Do the right one. Ooh, y'all mad. Ooh, y'all, it's mad, honey. Ooh, y'all, it's mad today. I don't need to be a woman. I'm glad what I am. I'm authentically me. You mad though? Why you mad? Keep on. Keep on. You mad. Mm. Jay Wilson got you in your feelings. Jay Wilson done touch your spirit. Okay. Okay. Manjaro face, baby. All of them. Baby, I ain't worried about these people, Dre Day. They upset, but you know, what's right is right. What's right is right. You can't convict that man in the court of YouTube. YouTube don't have no jurisdiction authority. Okay? YouTube is a place for opinions, but at the end of the day, I'm more concerned about the law and who really has the authority to put people in jail or to set people free or to put people on probation. I'm interested in the people who really do an investigation and go get the information and the lawyers who are going to have to debate and really fight either way. That's what I'm interested in. I ain't interested in what these folks got to say on here because everybody got a law degree. I really want the people with the law degree to come out and we're going to see what happens. And let's look at the court case. So, again, you can have your opinion. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have your opinion, but I have mine and mine ain't changing because I want to see what the judge is going to do. Okay, well, you can be a mother, you can be a daddy, you can be a stepfather, you can be a stepsister, but it don't change the law. It don't change the law. Okay, your relationship with people or who you are don't change the law. Okay, and so you're a mother. Okay, so as a mother, then you should be more vigilant of what your child is watching on YouTube, what your child is doing on the internet. If you're a mother, this should be a red flag for you to really be hyper vigilant when your child is doing things. If you're a mother, you should be voting for things that's going to help your child out. If you're a mother, if you're a mother, because I taught public schools, and I'm not saying you all, but a lot of mothers went out there for that. I had a mother tell me that her son didn't need tutoring because, that's the time he have his basketball practice. Okay. So again, it is what it is. I don't have kids, but I taught them. I don't have kids, but I'm good with that. So I don't have kids. And what they gotta be? So you have 55 kids that ain't gonna change the law. So what you trying to say? So you got kids. Is the law changing because you got kids? Is the law changing because you got kids? Again, it's called due process. And you can have 55 kids, but due process ain't changing because you got kids. I'm just trying to make sense out of this. And I know y'all pissed off, but be pissed off. But baby, I'm enjoying every minute of this pissing y'all off. Every damn minute of it. You hear me? Okay. Well, you make sure your kids are safe and secure. And if you raise them, bravo to you. And if they are productive citizens, bravo. And that's what I'll say to you. But how you feel is not changing the law. Now, if you really want the law to change, then you go vote and stop telling people not to vote. You go vote. Because, see, this is a civic thing. If you want the age of consent to be raised, then you go vote. Call your congressman, call your congresswoman, and get the laws changed. Be an active part of the civic process. I'm having a good time, baby. I'm getting ready to put my commercials in. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to put my commercials in. You know, the situation is serious. Don't get me wrong. The situation is extremely serious. But I'm not Yusef's daddy. I'm not Yusef's cousin. I'm not his mentor. I just come on YouTube. The victim, I don't even know the victim. But hopefully his family and his parents are doing what they need to do. But I'm a YouTuber. I came on to do YouTube. I came on to get my opinion. I came on to make you happy. I came to make you sad. I came to make you angry. I came to make you think. I came to say that it is what it is. And I don't expect everybody to like me or agree with me. If I did that, then there's no need for me to be on YouTube because everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna agree with you, and it is what it is. And I came to that long time ago. We ain't friends. Ain't no friends on YouTube, baby. And coin keep me here. Period. This is a job. Okay. So those are my thoughts. And nobody said we're not believing the child. Nobody said that. You never heard me say I don't believe the child. But you are hearing me saying there's two sides to every story, and we need to reserve and watch and see what happens. Nobody ain't say don't believe the child. I didn't say that. I didn't say I supported Yusuf. I didn't even say I supported the child. I'm sitting here as an observer watching. I said that we don't have all the information, but the courts will have it. And I'm waiting for the courts. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not mad, baby. I'm at the gym. I'm getting ready to go work out now. I'm not mad. I'm enjoying this. I'm not mad. I'm pure Aries. I enjoy shit like this, just like you enjoy shit like this. Because if y'all didn't enjoy shit like this, y'all wouldn't be over here. If you didn't enjoy mess over here, that's what I'm saying. If I started talking about Jesse Jackson and the political process and what the political y'all wouldn't even be over here. Y'all be somewhere else because y'all like the mess. So again, don't get pissed at me because I'm giving y'all the mess that y'all like. I mean, if you don't like the mess, then start looking at the political stuff. But while I'm in the beef sector here, that's why the beef sector ain't gonna never die. As long as shit like this is happening, the beef sector will always be here. Next. That's all I'm saying. I love all of y'all. I don't know y'all. Okay. So anyway, anything else? Because I need to get to my 30-minute workout. Now, let the content creators see it. Y'all see it. Have y'all opinions. Yell, scream, say Jay Wilson ain't this, say Jay Wilson ain't that, da 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 da. But Jay Wilson's saying due process. I don't side with Yusef. I don't know the victim. I'm just here to be observant and I'm gonna watch and we're gonna see how this play out. That's all I'm saying. All right. Love y'all. Mean it. Let me go to my gym workout. Y'all be blessed of the Lord. But I don't get along with this people forcing you and trying to coerce you to agree with them and stuff. Oh, okay, do what you want to do. I don't have that mindset. I don't have that mindset. So again, that's why I don't do alliances well, because I think for myself. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace and love. Bye.